I didn't just expose my girlfriend's girls trip lie. I turned her 5-day blackout into the moment her entire double life collapsed in public. When Jessica told me I'd be blocked until she got back, she said it casually, almost playfully, like she was setting a boundary instead of detonating a bomb. You don't need to know what happens on a girl's trip, she said. That's the point. 3 years together, and suddenly I wasn't even entitled to flight details in case of an emergency. That wasn't independence. That was erasure. I nodded, smiled, agreed too quickly. That was the first mistake she made, thinking my silence meant surrender. I drove her to the airport the next morning. She leaned over, kissed my cheek, and told me not to miss her too much. She promised she'd unblock me when she landed. I told her I wouldn't be waiting. She laughed, thinking I was being dramatic. She had no idea I was being professional. The second her suitcase disappeared onto the conveyor belt, I stopped being her boyfriend and started being what I actually am. I didn't go home. I went to my office, turned on the lights, and opened a fresh file with her name on it. The investigation was almost insultingly easy. People think secrecy means silence, but it usually means noise in the wrong places. One of her friends posted a picture before they even left the city. Just a blurry shot of luggage and a black SUV. That was all I needed. I ran the plate. Married, wealthy, powerful, reckless. Jessica had told me they were flying budget, splitting hotel rooms, eating cheap. In reality, no commercial flight had their names on it, but a private jet flight plan to Vegas had been filed that morning, courtesy of the same man who owned the SUV. The girls were sloppy. They always are when they think they're untouchable. Reflections in sunglasses revealed extra people who weren't supposed to be there. Nightclub videos showed men lingering too close for comfort. A dinner photo gave away the exact suite they were staying in, one reserved for people who don't check prices. I called in a favor in Vegas. The suite was registered under one name, the same one that kept coming up again and again. This wasn't a girls' trip. It was a sponsored escape. And then I saw him. Becca posted a video that wasn't meant to matter. Just background noise, bad lighting, laughter. Jessica was in it, talking to a man off camera. I isolated the audio, filtered it, ran a comparison against old samples I had access to. Her ex-fiancé. The man she said was toxic. The man she claimed she'd cut out of her life. The man she swore she'd never speak to again. There it was, clear as day. That was the moment it stopped being painful and became precise. I didn't rage text her. I didn't confront her. I didn't break character. I documented everything, time-stamped it, verified it, and sent it where it would do the most damage, quietly, legally, and permanently. I reached out to the married man's wife through an attorney. I contacted the ex's live-in girlfriend, a woman who believed he was at a wellness retreat learning how to find himself. I told her the truth, every detail, every name, every lie. She cried. Then she got angry. Then she got efficient. Jessica thought I'd be waiting for her at the airport on Sunday. I wasn't. Someone else was. When Jessica walked through the terminal, shopping bags in hand, glowing with that post-Vegas confidence, she saw the woman first. A stranger holding a poster-sized photo. Jessica and her ex at a blackjack table. His arm wrapped around her like it belonged there. Her face drained of color instantly. The confrontation was calm, surgical, public. Then the process server stepped in. Papers were handed over. Eviction notice, 30 days, a restraining order. Everything she didn't think could touch her, touching her all at once. She broke down right there. Bags dropped. Friends vanished. People stared. Phones came out. Reality arrived with no mercy and no appeal. By the end of the day, her sponsors were gone, her ex was exposed, her living situation was over, and her carefully curated life had evaporated. She called her parents to come get her from the airport like a child who'd made an unforgivable mistake. She tried calling me later, from a borrowed phone. I didn't answer. She gave me 5 days of silence. I gave her a lifetime lesson in what happens when you underestimate the man you think you've shut out.